Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I got a message a couple of days ago about fate and free will, and it's supposed to be important for me to share it with you. So I'm just going to do a quick video. I'm not going to explain anything. I'm just going to read to you what they told me, the information that I got. So I'm going to start at the beginning, and then I'm going to skip to the end, which is the summary. So they gave me the summary last, what the whole message is about. So I'm going to give you that before I give you the entire message. So anyhow, it started with fate and free will. It is fate that these things will occur. It is your free will to choose how you will respond. The summary that they gave: the goal of this discourse is to assist humanity in understanding that they are not alone in this evolutionary journey. This is a universe-wide journey in the evolution of consciousness. Thus, while the mass consciousness of humans affects this planetary body, so too does it affect the evolution of systems beyond this planet. Thus is it that humans are being assisted by those who are not earthlings. They are aware of the role that human consciousness holds within the algorithm of this universe, and they understand that the enlightenment of the earth-based life forms, humanity, will have a direct effect on their own evolution. It is likewise important to understand that while an individual expression of the great I Am cannot alter the course of events, they can alter their experience of those events. By altering your experience of an event, you intrinsically alter your energy field, which then affects those around you. On empathy, they wrote, all humans are empathic, whether they realize it or not. Empathy creates a cohesion which is necessary for mass consciousness to create reality. A particular and cohesive reality. In these times, the barriers of the physical universe are thin, which creates the opportunity for all humans to experience the personal energy fields of others. This is a pronouncement of empathy within all of humanity. This heightened empathy within all humans leads to a mutual experience of events. Thus, if one is within the energy field of others who are experiencing turmoil, they too will experience that turmoil as if it is their own personal experience. Likewise, if one is within the field of a Christed one, they will experience the love and peace of that consciousness as if it is their own experience. Not everyone will awaken to the knowledge of their shared experiences and then choose to share only in those pleasant experiences. Many will simply allow themselves to be pulled into the more common energy of chaos and turmoil. The stronger energy, and thus more prominent in the algorithm, is that which carries the majority of the mass consciousness. Because it is a stronger energy, it requires awareness and choice to move in an opposite direction. Thus, the importance of self-mastery. In truth, we are one. So now I will go back and I will give you the body of the message that they gave to me before the summary. This one is about personal power. This concept of fate versus free will is important to understand as you begin to step into your personal power. Fate is the idea that your life is predestined, that certain things will happen and there's nothing you can do to stop these events from happening. This is both true and untrue. Free will is the idea that you have control over everything that happens in your life because you have the ability to choose which events you will participate in, and therefore it is your choice. This is both true and untrue. The degree to which fate affects your life depends upon your level of self-mastery. Likewise, the level to which one is able to exercise free will also depends upon self-mastery. But it also includes the understanding of universal forces at work all around you. In other words, you may control your response to the events, but the events themselves may only be altered by mass consciousness in its response to these events. The universe is one of duality. Reaching the understanding and experience of becoming one takes you to the outer rim of this universal consciousness, where one is capable of seeing or glimpsing other universal consciousness. The forces at work within this universe create events that are indeed preordained and set in motion by what would be considered algorithms in your language. These algorithms are or were designed to affect universal consciousness. Individual consciousness, whether from this planet or another, is but a small fraction of this equation. Thus, free will may only be exercised to the extent that one understands the universal forces at work, leading all beings within this universe to a higher and more intimate understanding of that which connects all of us. You are not taking this journey alone. Many of the miscalculations and errors in judgment from many beings occur because of their focus on the individual self, not taking into account that the universal forces are algorithms based on mass consciousness, which are meant to uplift all consciousness within this universe. As one becomes more aware of the universal forces at work for the upliftment of all consciousness within this universe, one is better able to exercise their individual free will so as to be in alignment with the universal algorithms. Being in alignment with these forces translates into a cohesion within the algorithm, which then enables free will to be actualized within the framework of universal consciousness. Self-mastery is the ability to control one's own thoughts, actions, and emotions. It creates the ability to choose how one will experience the events that are set in motion by the universal algorithms. Choosing how you will experience an event is an aspect of free will. Exercising this free will within the framework of universal consciousness enables you to create a more pleasant experience of the events set in motion by the universal algorithms. Thus, fate is the event or events predetermined by a set of universal algorithms to effectuate the upliftment of universal consciousness for all beings within this universe. Since these events are based upon a universal algorithm, they can only be altered by mass consciousness to the extent that mass consciousness is in alignment with these universal algorithms. You may think of this as a large network of computers in which certain criteria have been entered into the database of the mainframe in order to determine what will happen and when it will happen. It is possible for one criteria to be altered through mass consciousness enough in order to change the outcome of the algorithm and thereby set in motion a different set of events and put into play a new algorithm. Thus, self-mastery is understanding that you have the ability to choose your response and thereby affect your personal reality. The more that you exercise this ability, the stronger you become as a master of self. I would like to read that last part one more time. Self-mastery is understanding that you have the ability to choose your response and thereby affect your personal reality. The more that you exercise this ability, the stronger you become as a master of self. Okay, everyone, that's the end of that. They said it was important to share, so any questions, please comment below. It took me a while to write it all down because I was trying to understand it as they were telling me it, and I'm not a math person, so as soon as they said algorithms, I started to get lost. But I did come to understand it. So if you have any questions in understanding what the message is, please just ask and I will be happy to share. All right, love you all. Have a wonderful holiday season. If I get any more messages, I will certainly upload them. Blessings.